Swami Tera Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashratodeshata Namah Mahabharaya Krishna Prema Pradate Krishna Chaitanya Namo Krishna Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Bambho Jagat Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, चलो गाइए, हरि बोल. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Sai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Sai Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Swami Bhakti Mahasabha ki, Gaur-Nandi.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining for this festival. Today we are celebrating the birthday or the appearance day of the founder Acharya of Iskcon, His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It is by his contribution that in almost every continent, in every country, every city, the names of Krishna are being chanted. And we want to honor Srila Prabhupada on his appearance day for this. And how best to honor him? We can honor him the way senior acharyas have honored him. One of the acharyas who have honored Srila Prabhupada is His Holiness Jayaprakash Maharaj. He has written a poem in Bengali. So we request all of you to slightly turn yourself and look at the screen over there. We start a little bit and we'll have Shivani sing this song. And it is not. So what we in this song is also Jayaprakash Maharaj is saying, Yadi Prabhupada na hoite, tabe ki goitu, ye jeevan. Okay? And Shivani is going to sing the song and this goes. So now we'll sing the song Yadi Prabhupada Nahoto. What would happen if Srila Prabhupada were not present? Composed by His Holiness Jayakant Maharaj.
आरती रात्रि दिने कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे आरती रात्रि दिने रथयात्रायादि महोत्सव सब रथयात्रायादि महोत्सव सब शिखरित गीता भागवत चैतन्य चरित प्रेमामृत रस कथना सुंदर सरल करिया निर्भयित कथना सुंदर सरल करिया निर्भयित Gomera, Vipasana Lajivare. Prema Kalpataru, Sai Gomera, Vipasana Lajivare. Niravati Jaya, Sakari Dare, Kumara Saranare. Niravati Jaya, Sakari Dare, Kumara Saranare.
So this song is known as Jayapatak Maharaj. He's appreciating his spiritual master. And he's saying, Yadi Prabhupada for those of you who joined the meeting today. His disciples, his own Jayapatak Maharaj is saying, if Prabhupada were not there, who would have given us the celebration of all these festivities? Who would have instituted the celebration of the Rath Yatras? Who would have taught all of us how to worship the deities? Who would have given us Harinam? And that's the gratitude that we have here and that we are expressing. Next, we will sing the song O He Vaishnava Thakur. This is a song composed by Narottam Das Thakur. And in this song, the Vaishnava Thakur, the great Acharya, is being spoken of. It says, O Vaishnava Thakur, Doyara Sagara. Doyara Sagara means he's an ocean of mercy. Most of us are merciful to others to a little extent. You do me something, I'll do something back to you. ನೀನು ನನಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಕೊಡೋದು ಅದು ದಯಾಳ ಸಾಗರ. ಹೇ ದಾಸೆ ಕರುಣಾ ಕೊಡು, ಈ ದಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕರುಣಾ ಕೊಡು. ದಿಯಾ ಪಾದ ಛಾಯ ಶೋಧೋಹೇ ಅಮಾಯ ಧ್ರುವಾಳ ಚರಣ ಕೊಡು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಶರಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡು. Give me a shade of your lotus feet and spirit. And what should you do to me? Teach me to control my 6 passions, rectify my faults, and bestow upon me the 6 good qualities. And the devotee is saying here, I do not find the strength to carry on alone. So the Ekaki Amara Nami Paya Bala, I cannot get the strength to go practice devotional service on my own. To me, Kripa Kuri, O Srila Prabhupada, you please give me your Kripa, your mercy. Shraddha Bindu-diya. You have a lot of Shraddha or faith in Krishna. Give me a Bindu or a drop of that Shraddha. And with that Shraddha, please give me Deho, Krishna Nama Dhani. Give me the holy name of Krishna. And why should you give me Krishna? And how can you give me Krishna? Because Krishna said Tomar, Krishna is yours. Krishna dite paro. Tomar sakate. You have the power to give Krishna because you have purchased Krishna by your service to Krishna. Amito Kanga, I am a bankrupt person. Krishna, Krishna Bodhi. Tell the name of Krishna. Thai tava pache pache. I'm coming behind you. So let us get into this mood and sing this song. Pray to Srila Prabhupada as we are doing this Abhishek.
Vaishnava Thakura Dayar Sagara Hidase Karuna Kori छाया सुनो है हमारे दिया तुम्हारा चरना धरे तुम्हारा चरना धरे तुम्हें दिया করে তোমারা কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমার সকলে আছে কৃষ্ণ সে তোমারা কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমার সকলে আছে আমি তো গঙ্গা বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর আমি তো গঙ্গা কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি আমি তো গঙ্গা কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি আমি তো গঙ্গা কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ভাই তব মাঝে বাঁচে ভাই তব মাঝে বাঁচে আর ভাই তব ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুরা দয়ার সাগর হে দাস গুরু না করি জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর দয়ার সাগর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় দয়ার সাগর জয় গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল संतगण वैष्णव वृंद की प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंद
Next, this is you like to invite all of you to sing this song. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ಹಾಡು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ತವ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಹವೇ ಭಾಳ. ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು ಸ್ವಂತವಾಗಿ ಜಗದೂತರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ರಚಿಸಿರುವ ಕಾವ್ಯ. So Krishna, Srila Prabhupada has composed this song, Krishna Tava Punya Have Bhai. And in this song, Srila Prabhupada is writing this poem to Krishna and saying that he is so happy to be an instrument of Srimati Radharani. And he says, Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Shaki Sutta Priya Ati. His guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, is very dear to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Why? Because Krishna Seva Jara Tulanaya. There is nobody equal to him who has done service to Krishna. So, Prabhupada ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಯಾರು ಕೃಷ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಗೌರಾಂಗ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾದರು. ಸೊ ಸೇ ಮಹಾಂತ ಗುರು ಜಗತ್ತೇರ ಮಧೆ ಗುರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಥೇ ಥಾಯ್ ಥಾಯ್. ಇವರು ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಮಹಾತ್ಮನಸ್ತು ಮಾ ಪಾರ್ಥ ದೈವೀಂ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಮಾಶ್ರಿತಾ. He is seeing his guru as a person who has taken shelter of the eternal energy of Krishna. And that's how Srila Prabhupada is seeing his own guru. And this gives us an indication that we should also see Srila Prabhupada in the same way. That's the main thing of quality of a guru is he does not depend on his abilities. He depends on the strength coming from Krishna. And Although Srila Prabhupada spread on all the world, although he spread on all the world, he's giving credit to his guru as giving Krishna bhakti desai. He gave Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave Krishna bhakti to the entire world. And this is the mood of a devotee. I am just an instrument of my guru. We have an announcement to make. So we request all of you to, if you want to do Abhishek for the Lord, Mataji is on that side, the Prabhuji is on this side. Please stand in a queue so that you can do Abhishek. All of you can do Abhishek for Srila Prabhupada. So let's sing. One that.
So the request that is there, the we will be repeating the request after every stanza. And the last line of every stanza we will be singing Krishna Rama Punya Hare He Punya Koribe Jane Radharani Kunti Hare Dhruvanti Kori Shobhata Dhruvanti Kori Shobhata
कृत्वात्मसात क्षीण भगवन् गृहीत
सोऽहं कथं नु विसृजे तव भृत्यसेवा
सोऽहं कथं नु विसृजे तव भृत्यसेवा
तुम्ही मोर चिरा साथी भुलिया माया लाठी
तुम्ही मोर चिरासाठी भुलिया माया लाठी
हयाची जन्मा जन्मकारे
हयाची जन्म जन्मांतरे
आधी कुणाई सोनागा जरी होया जोगा जोगा
आणि दुनियाई यदि होय जोग योगा
कवे पारी तुम्ही मिलिवारे
कामे पारी तुम्ही निभावे
कवे पारी तुम्ही मिलिवारे कृष्ण तावा पुण्यावेवा हे पुण्य परिचे जावे रतनानी खुशी मावे उवाती बोली तो माता उवाती बोली तो माता बोली तो माता तुम्हारा मिलाने भाई अगर की सुबह गोचरने दूरी दिनों कतबाने छूटा छूटी बने खाए लूटा लूटी कतबाने छूटा छूटी बने खाए लूटा लूटी दिन तुके हाथे
So in this poem, Srila Prabhupada, in one of the verses, he says to Krishna, "O Krishna, you are my eternal companion. Forgetting you, I have suffered the kicking of Maya birth after birth. If today the chance to meet you occurs again, then surely I will be able to return." That's what he planned to do. He says, "Oh my dear brother, in your company, I will experience great joy once again. Wandering about the pastures and fields, I will pass the entire day with you in tending the cows, joking with you and frolicking throughout so many follows of brother. I will enjoy the pastimes of stealing and eating one another's lunch. When, oh when will that day be mine?" Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. So now we'll sing one more song here.
Hey, background kill. Madhu.
So now we'll sing this song composed by Narottam Das Thakur called "E Baro Karuna Karo." In this song, Narottam Das Thakur says, "E Baro Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosai, Pavita Pavan Toma Rina Ke Guna." He says, "Oh Vaishnava Thakur or Acharya, please be merciful. Vaishnava Thakur, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ದಯೆ ತೋರಿಸಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನನ್ನ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. Nobody else can be very other than you. ಯಹಾರ ನಿಕಟ ವೇಳೆ ಪಾಪೆ ದೂರಚಾರ ಯಮೋನ ದಯವಂತರು ಕೇವಲ ಪಾಪಾಪಾರ." ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಇಷ್ಟು ದಯವಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ? ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡದೇನೆ ಪಾಪಗಳು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Where can anyone find such a merciful personality by whose mere audience all things go far away? Then Narottam Das Thakur says, "Gangara parasha hoile paschate pavan, darshane pavitra koro e tomar guru." After bathing in the waters of the sacred Ganga many times, one becomes purified. But just by the sight of you, the fallen souls are purified. ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸತಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಶುದ್ಧರಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿತ್ತ ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ವೈಷ್ಣವರ ಮುಖ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಣವಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನೆ ಅಪರಾಧೆ ಸಾರೆ ಹರಿ ನಾಮ, ತೋಮ ಸ್ಥಾನೆ ಅಪರಾಧೆ ನಹಿ ಪರಿತ್ರಾಣ. The holy name, Hari Sthane Aparad, holy name delivers one who has committed offense to Lord Hari. But if one commits an offense to you, there is no means of deliverance. Hari ನಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ ಕೃಪೆ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. तुम्हारा हृदय सदा गोविंद विश्राम, गोविंद कोहेना मोरा वैष्णव धरा. Your heart is always resting to Lord Govinda, because the Vaishnava heart is very soft by affection to Krishna, and therefore Krishna sits in the heart. Lord Govinda says the Vaishnava is in the heart. Krishna ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ವೈಷ್ಣವರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಭಗವಂತ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಹೃದಯ ತುಂಬಾ ನಮ್ರವಾಗಿದೆ. ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಜನ್ಮೆ ಕೋರಿ ಆಶಾ ಶರಣೇರ ಕೋರಿ, ನರೋತ್ತಮೆ ಕೋರೆ ದಯಾ ಪಾಪನರ ಕೋರಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಐ ಡಿಸೈರ್ ದ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಲಿ ಫೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತ್ ಐ ಗೆಟ್. Please consider Narottam yours and be careful. So our prayer is not to go back to Vrindavan, not to go back to Goloka, not to go to be liberated. Our prayer is only to get the service of our Acharya birth after birth after birth. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೋಕವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜನ್ಮಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ತರ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು, ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಆ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು.
दिया पिता होता तो फास्ट हुआ करुणा करो वैष्णव पावना Mama, Vaishnava Para Srila Prabhupada ki, Patit Pavan Gurudev ki, Samaka Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Gaur Pramanande.
So now, we'll now have the flower abhishek, and during the flower abhishek, we'll have the singing of the Hare Krishna Kirtan. So, few minutes for that, and then following that, we will have the reading of the hommages to Srila Prabhupada. ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಪುಷ್ಪ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ನಡೀತದೆ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರಿಗೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಒಬ್ಬರೊಬ್ಬರು ಬಂದು ನೆನಬಹುದು.
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Rama
will get an opportunity after the Pushpa. ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮದು ಲೋಕ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ವೋ ಪುಷ್ಪ ವಿಷಯ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna. For those of you who would not do the Abhishek, you can just come in the front and do the Abhishek. And now, at the same time, we will also parallelly be reading the glorifications of Srila Prabhupada. Some from Srila Prabhupada's disciples, from this Vyasapuja book, and some from the devotees who are assembled here. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ವೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಬೇಕು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. So all of whoever wants to recite their homages, please let me know. You can come next to me here, or Sadhana Krishna Prabhu will also come a little while, and either to Sadhana Krishna Prabhu you can let us know. So to begin with, is there any? Okay. So please wait while we open this Vyasapuja book here, and until that comes up, I will just say something about the meaning of Vyasapuja and what His Grace Dravida Prabhu, one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, has spoken about this Vyasapuja. So every year,
Vyasapuja.
Let me show it on the screen. Okay. So many devotees try to write their offering, and so there is a book in which every temple in Iskcon, the leaders of the temple in Iskcon, can write about Srila Prabhupada. And here is one such Mataji. Her name is Manjula Mani Mataji. She has given this offering to Srila Prabhupada. So she was hearing the lecture of Srila Prabhupada, and then she writes what she understood from that lecture. I'm not sure whether you can see, even I am finding it tough to see from here, but I'll read it here. Mataji writes to Srila Prabhupada, "You recently stopped me in my tracks with a stunning yet simple definition of love. While listening to one of your recorded lectures given at New Vrindavan on September 4, 1972, I heard you say, one who is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord in love and devotion. What is the symptom of love? The symptom, the prime symptom, the most important symptom of love is that the devotee wants to see that his Lord's name, fame, etc. become widespread. He wants to see that my Lord's name be known everywhere. This is love. If I love somebody, I want to see that his glories are spread all over the world. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಹೇಳ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ ಏನು, ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರೀ ನನಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಜೆಲಸ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಿರೋದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದೇ ಟ್ರೂ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ, ಇದೇ ತರ ನಾವು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಗ್ಲೋರಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆ ತರ ನಾವು ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, with this simple point about the prime symptom of love, you told us so much about yourself. The point you made is like a special jewel you gifted to us. You so rarely spoke about yourself. From this definition of love, we can understand how all the hardships that you took upon yourself, all the feasts you cooked, all the kirtans you sang, all the artis you so gracefully conducted, all the travel around the world, all the opening of temples, all the classes you gave, all the letters you wrote, and all the books you wrote. All of these activities were clearly manifestations of this prime symptom of love for your Lord, to see his fame and glory spread all over the world. And you did it. And it was done with your most divine personal touch. Amen. And then Mataji says, just like Prabhupada wants to glorify Krishna, she says, we want your glories to be known just as widely as the glories of Sri Krishna and his holy name. Because of you, the holy name is reaching all corners of this world, and the chanting can be heard even in a small, insignificant village like Abenthorn in Germany. So, like this, devotees have given an outpouring of their heart.
Hare Krishna, as you all know that today is the auspicious Vyasapuja day of Srila Prabhupada. So it is a wonderful day for all of us to express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada by expressing in our words whatever best we can do in any of the languages, whatever you like. So one day of the year, whenever we have a Vyasapuja of our Guru Maharaj or Vyasapuja of Srila Prabhupada, it's a day of gratitude where we have to express our feelings, our gratitude, whatever we have gained in Krishna consciousness by the mercy of Guru and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So please utilize this wonderful opportunity. All of you, whoever wants to offer their offerings to Srila Prabhupada can come forward. I have not taken the names yet, but I would like to start. Okay, so now Her Grace Radhapriya Mataji will lead the offering of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj to Srila Prabhupada. And I would request everybody to please be ready with your offerings because we have very short time, half an hour, 45 minutes. So in that we would like to offer as much as homages possible to Srila Prabhupada. And this program is going to continue tomorrow after our normal Sunday feast. We'll have the homages for Srila Prabhupada tomorrow also.
समझ गया ये नहीं करेंगे कल भी यही करेंगे उसको कुछ खा लेंगे कल से फर्स्ट में कुछ खा लेंगे
Just a moment, please. I'd like to read the Vyasapuja homage.
Hare Krishna.
of you can read from a phone. You can please come and read. This is the Vyasapuja homage of His Holiness Prabhupada Maharaj. He is also a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He comes to Bangalore at least once in a while, once a year or so, and he'll be coming this October. So let's hear from him what he speaks about his spiritual master.
वाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणम्. My dear and most respected spiritual master and eternal father, please accept my most humble and respectful obeisances in the dust of your most merciful lotus feet. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Even more than being recognized by Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaja as a gifted writer as early as 1935 for your Vyasapuja homage to him, which was presented both in poetic form as well as an essay, your greatest satisfaction was knowing that you had pleased him very much by offering service to him through your God-given gift for writing. Whatever he writes, publish it, was the instruction Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati gave to the editor of the Harmonist. Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast moved. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta took your words in this stanza as an indication of how well you knew his mind and mission. It captured the essence of your spiritual master's preaching against the Mayavadis. The essay was likewise deeply profound. Your mature life was replete with such loving expressions of service to His Divine Grace's mission in all respects. When you left household life for Vanaprastha in 1954 at the age of 58, you endured much hardship and anonymity. Little has been recorded about those testing years. After wandering here and there for 2 years, just a second. How do I remove this? This copy thing? How do I remove?
Forget it.
I am not able to read.
It's okay. You just.
When you left household life for Vanaprastha in 1954 at the age of 58, you endured much hardship and anonymity. Little has been recorded about those testing years. After wandering here and there for 2 years, striving for Prabhu, this copy is covering the reading.
Yeah. Where are you?
Striving. This is not good.
That's okay.
Oh, this is good. Yeah. Thank you. Striving to assist Guru Maharaja, you took up residence for 6 years, 1956 through 1962, at the family-owned Vamshi Gopalji temple near Keshi Ghada. Your room was tiny and barren. Hardly could one even imagine that a world Acharya would evolve from such humble beginnings. A testimony of your unbridled determination against all odds manifested in an unexpected manner. By your following up on a notice of an event to be held in Japan in May of 1961, an invitation was extended to you from Japan to personally attend the conference called Congress for Cultivation of Human Spirit. Although your sights had been set by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta upon addressing the English-speaking part of the world, without any assets or assistance, you set about the project of writing Light of Bhagavat, based on chapter 20 of the Bhagavatam's 10th canto, to address this assembly. You prepared a 20,000 word manuscript for the occasion with an explicit request of the conference organizer to produce one oriental painting to accompany each section of the book. As it turned out, the book was finally published a fully 20 years later, since in 1961, you had to funds even for the airfare to Tokyo. Srila Prabhupada, the language in this manuscript is so powerful, brilliant, perfectly suited for the audience and embodying the same core messages you shared with the world audience over the next 2 decades. Your fidelity to the strong points repeatedly found in the writings of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta is so apparent even at this early stage. One outstanding example I particularly noted was this: human beings have 2 kinds of temperament. Some are introspective and the others are extravagant. And nature divides human activities to two different spheres, one external and the other introspective. As long as a man is dominated by the modes of ignorance and passion, he is active externally in desire and lust. The wise are those who look inwardly and can guide the misguided. You repeatedly appeal to the reader to become inwardly directed instead of extravagant and externally oriented. The language is precisely the same as the primary emphasis and objective of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami's Sri Manashiksha, which he naturally extends to its ultimate limit, inward cultivation of attachment to the type of Krishna Prema found in Vraja. You beseech your audience to turn away from the contaminating influences acting upon coward souls and instead to embrace purity as found in great souls such as the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavana. In this early literature, at least directionally, you clearly advocate and endorse inward cultivation, eloquently found in seed-like form within chapter 20 of the 10th canto. As introduced in this concise, eloquent book, Light of the Bhagavat, gradually you expanded this aspiration further by personally giving Vrindavana to us as our real home, along with the lives and writings of the 6 Goswamis as the gateway to enter the holy Dhama. By your grace, my eternal life of devotion to Vrindavana Dhama has been immensely nourished this past year by immersion in the glorious details of the lives and writings of our beloved Goswamis of Vrindavana. For those of us not yet qualified to live in Vrindavana full time, you, following the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami, taught us to cherish Vrindavana as our real home and to covet one day becoming qualified to make the eternal Vrindavana our eternal home. Finally, I want to report to you the current progress of the court case filed in 2004 by the plaintiff GBC to regain full control of the same Iskcon incorporation, corporation that you personally established in July 1966. After more than 18 years of legal battling, a full trial on the merits is looming. I earnestly appeal to you for your full blessings for a favorable decision from the court. With your mercy, together with intelligent guidance by our attorneys and sincere prayers of the Vaishnavas, success will naturally follow. I am most grateful and indebted to you for all that you have abundantly given to me personally and to all others who are willing to receive true abundance from you. I pray for your empowerment so that I may unceasingly receive these gifts. As well as assist you in this very mission of giving the same to others. Kindly accept me despite my error-filled attempts to assist and serve you favorably. Pleasing you is my life and soul, the real meaning and value of my life. I am at your feet begging for your continued mercy. Please keep me forever and ever engaged in your service. Your humble servant, Ramapada Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai.
So now we have His Grace Sadashika Prabhu who will offer his homage to Srila Prabhupada. After this, Radhapriya Mataji will read the homage of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. I will request all of those who wants to offer their homages. Please raise your hand so that I can take your names.
नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नमिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणि. हरे कृष्ण. 5000 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ ದೇವೋತ್ತಮ ಪರಮಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದು ಬಂದರು ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲು. 550 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ ದೇವೋತ್ತಮ ಪರಮಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ಜನರನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಲು ಅವತಾರ ಪಡೆದರು. ಈಗ ನೂರು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಲು ದೇವೋತ್ತಮ ಪರಮಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರಾಗಿ ಜನ್ಮ ತಾಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಈ ದಿನ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರದಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ತುಂಬ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ, ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಆಶ್ರಯದಿಂದ, ಅವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಈಗ ಪತಿತರಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಾಸುದೇವ ಕುಟುಂಬಿಕಂ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಥರ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಸೇರಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ದೇವೋತ್ತಮ ಪರಮಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣನೇ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸದೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಧತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು. ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು 11 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಜನ್ಮಾಷ್ಟಮಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬಂದು 12 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ್ಮಾಷ್ಟಮಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನೇ ನಡೀತು. ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಹೇಳದಂಗೆ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುವ ಸೇನಾಧಿಪತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಭಕ್ತರು ಬಂದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಹರಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಮಾತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತ್ಯವಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ 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 ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ ಅನ್ನೋ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪತಿತರಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶವು ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಉನ್ನತವಾದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಭಕ್ತರುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯರಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು. ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ UK ಲಂಡನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅವರು ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ $45 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ ವರ್ತು, ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶನೇ ತುಂಬ 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 ಹಣವಂತ ದೇಶ. ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಡವರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ರಿ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ, ಅದೇನಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮರೆತು ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದರು. ಆ ಥರ ಮೂಲೆ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು ಬಂದು ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಿ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಿ ಈಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚೋಣ ಅಂತ ಈ ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಹತ್ರ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಹತ್ರ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for doing. I have not got any name from Mataji's side, so I will request Mataji's, whoever wants to offer their homilies, to give your names. All the Mataji's, please come forward and give your names. So now we have
reading the homage of His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj.
Krishna Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm more than grateful for reading, for allowing me to read the offerings of His Holiness Jayaprakash Maharaj to His Divine Grace Vedanta Swami Srila. My dear spiritual father, His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to you. Since somehow I missed sending my offering to your Divine Grace to be published in the book, I am writing to you now. I saw that you spent many nights translating and writing purports to the Srimad Bhagavatam and other transcendental literatures to give the future generations for the next 10,000 years the law books of spiritual life of Krishna consciousness, which would benefit the whole human society. You wanted that all members of the Krishna conscious movement should read and study your books. You established a degree program so that people would be encouraged to read your books, study them, and take exams. Therefore, we have Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vedanta, and Bhakti Sarvabhauma to satisfy your Divine Grace. I have been encouraging my disciples and followers to study your books and get the degrees. Although I have only done this in the past few years, I am starting to see some fruits. Hundreds of devotees are getting Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, etc. and are reading your books. Hopefully, in the future generations, your books will be studied by everybody and they will not be just academic but be purified by the essence of your association. You have given us association through your writings, and as you said, people who distribute your books should read them. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness was established by your Divine Grace on 13th of July 1966 in New York, and now we have almost 1,000 centers around the world and thousands of Namahattas and Bhakti Vriksha groups. You had said that in the future, people will practice Krishna consciousness in their homes and come to the temples. That is gradually happening, and we are seeing that all over the world, people are taking to Krishna consciousness very effectively in their homes. This is your vision. You told me this on a morning walk in Los Angeles in 1969 or 1970, and we see it coming through. You said in April 1975 that we should have 10,000 acharyas, initiating gurus, and from 10,000 to 100,000, from 100,000 to 1 million, and from 1 million to 10 million. Thus, in every town and village, there will be empowered acharyas who would be able to give the Krishna conscious message unadulterated. But we see that in Iskcon at the present time, we still have about 100 gurus, and we need to have, as you said, eventually billions of gurus. Hence, it seems important to read your books and understand the actual position of Krishna. There is nothing but Krishna. He has expanded into everything through his energies. You have given small donations like $600 per month to Bangladesh and $500 per month to Nepal from your Guru Dakshina. Now we have in Bangladesh over 120 centers, in Nepal over 40 centers, and also devotees, Namahattas, Bhakti Riksha groups, student hostels, base, Bhaktivedanta Academy for Culture and Education, Voice, Vedic Oasis for inspiration, culture and education, etc. All by your vision, from a simple one temple. Now it expanded to many, many temples. You have taken great pains to establish the Krishna conscious movement. We pray that the devotees will do everything to protect it and see that in different environments in different parts of the world, the Krishna conscious movement may continue to expand. All glories to your divine grace. Your insignificant servant, Vyasapuja Swami. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very wonderful moments by Guru Maharaj and a lot of messaging. I hope we all are able to follow the instructions of Guru Maharaj for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. So now we have His Grace Visionary Prabhu. He will offer his homages to Srila Prabhupada. And I again request devotees to come forward and give your names. You can raise your hand from your place only. I'll come and take it. Anybody who wants to give your name, please come forward. So Mataji's side, Vinodni Mataji or Navdeep Sachi Mataji is there. So I would request you please come forward. Okay, now do it very well. So Dvijari Prabhu will give his homage in Bengali and which will be translated by in English by another Rajdeep.
हिंदी बोलने था हमारा माता बोला था माता बोला था प्रोपर बांग्ला बांग्ला में जन्म है आप पूरा बांग्ला बोले इसलिए मैं कोशिश कर प्रभुपाद হচ্ছে চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভু সেনাপতি ভক্ত
Prabhupada is the chief commander of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
চৈতন্য মঙ্গল গ্রন্থের মধ্যে বলা হয়েছে চৈতন্য মঙ্গল গ্রন্থের মধ্যে বলা হয়েছে
It is said in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu book.
पापी चारी जाए दूर देशे मोर सेनापति भक्त जाए भी तथा यहाँ पे बोला था जो पापी एक देश छोड़ के जा रहे हैं दूर दूर देश में जा रहे हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु बोला था मोर सेनापति भक्त वहाँ पे जाएगा
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that all the papis they are going to abroad in some other countries and our Senapati Srila Prabhupada will go there and they will preach.
गुरु परंपरा धारा में श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद को ऐसे आदेश दिया
Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has given instruction to Srila Prabhupada like this.
आदेश दिएছে যে তোমার মতো শিক্ষিত যুবকরা এখানে বসে না থেকে ইংরেজি ভাষায় ভগবত গীতা ভাগবতম চৈতন্য চরিতামৃত অনুবাদ করে সারা পশ্চিমা দেশকে উদ্ধার করো
He is instructed that people like you are quite young and they are intelligent. They should not just
sit here, they should learn the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they should spread throughout all over India, not only India, outside of India also, by English.
চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর ইচ্ছা পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হোক মন।
It's the wish of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হয় মোর নাম।
तो महाप्रभु भविष्यवाणी किया था कि सारे पृथ्वी में जो जो नगर ग्राम है ना सारे जगह में मेरा नाम प्रचार होगा। इसलिए श्रील प्रभुपाद गुरु का आदेश, चैतन्य महाप्रभु का संतुष्टि के लिए गुना का आदेश, शास्त्र का आदेश 3 करके उन्होंने 70 साल उम्र से 1896 आज जो दिन है ना वो इस धर्म में आविर्भूत हुआ है।
So he has actually transferred this whole message throughout all over the world, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had previously predicted that one will come and he will deliver this message throughout the whole world about his holy name, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and on this special day today he has appeared to spread this great message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
আজকের এই দিন হচ্ছে শুভ আবির্ভাব তিথি শ্রীল প্রভুপাদের। জয় শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ কি।
Today is the appearance day of Srila Prabhupada.
126 বছর
126 years.
তো শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ कैसे किया, কিভাবে গিয়েছে, কি করেছে আমরা সব জানি। তো শ্রীল প্রভুপাদকে ওনার গুরু ভাইরা জিজ্ঞেস করেছেন যে আপনি কিভাবে এত অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে সারা বিশ্বকে জয় করেছেন।
You know that how Prabhupada went to US and all these things they have done. So their grandbrother had asked Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70, how had you done all these things?
প্রভুপাদ উত্তর দিয়েছেন যে আমার গুরুদেব আমাকে যা শিখিয়েছে সেটাই শুধু আমি অ্যাজ ইট ইজ ভাবে দিয়েছি, আমি কোনো নিজের বুদ্ধি সেখানে প্রয়োগ করিনি।
So Prabhupada told that whatever my spiritual master had told me, that only I followed as it is, without any kind of interpretation or misinterpretation of mine. How my Prabhu has, my Gurudev has given to me, the same way I am going to represent, and future I will try to represent.
প্রভুপাদকে বিদেশে যাওয়ার আগে ভারতবর্ষে উনি প্রচার করার জন্য অনেক চেষ্টা করেছিলেন এবং উনার বিদেশ যাওয়ার ব্যাপারে গুরু মহারাজের কথা বলে উনি অনেক সহযোগিতা চেয়েছিলেন, কিন্তু সেটা ওনার আশা পূর্ণ হয়নি।
Before going to abroad in India, Prabhupada actually wants to start this Krishna conscious movement from India itself. But he was facing very difficulties, and our Guru Maharaj has also told like he was actually facing many difficulties to go to abroad, and not only go to abroad, even to give the prachar in India also.
তারপর শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ নিজে একাকী সংগ্রাম করার জন্য নেমে পড়েছিলেন।
Then Srila Prabhupada took this in his own hand to preach this message.
আমরা জানি শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ যখন বিদেশ যাচ্ছেন একে একে 3 বার স্ট্রোক হয়েছে।
You know that when Srila Prabhupada is trying to go to abroad, 3 times continuously he has been failed to go there.
এবং তিনি এই জাহাজে করে যে গিয়েছিলেন সেই জাহাজের যে ওনার আছেন তার কাছে তিনি একটা টিকিটের জন্য গিয়েছিলেন এবং তিনি টিকিট দিতে চাননি।
So when Srila Prabhupada first came to the owner of the ship when he was going to abroad, when he was trying to okay, I need some tickets, the first time he didn't allow to.
শ্রীমতী মুরারজি উনাকে বলেছেন আপনি আমার পিতার সমতুল্য, আপনি আমেরিকায় গিয়ে মারা যাবেন, ওখানে যদি কোনো ধন না থাকে জন না থাকে কোনো মূল্য নেই।
There is chance that he may fall and die also. There is no chance they are getting water, food or anything. So the high risk that he can even fall die.
তারপরে শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ সেই শ্রীমতী মুরারজিকে বলেছেন আমি তোমার পিতা হয়ে তোমার কাছে আমি ভিক্ষা চাচ্ছি যে তুমি আমাকে একটা টিকিট দান করো।
Then after that, the Srimati Mukherjee, to him, Srila Prabhupada asked that, being a father of you, I'm begging from you that please give me one ticket.
তারপর শ্রীমতী মুখার্জি অনেক নিজেকে চিন্তা করলেন, না উনি যখন আমাকে স্বীকার করে নিয়েছেন কন্যা রূপে তাহলে ওনাকে আমার সাহায্য করা অবশ্যই দরকার।
So after these all things that happened, Srimati Mukherjee has thought a little bit, and he thought that somehow he has accepted me as his daughter. Now I should somehow serve him.
তারপর শ্রীমতী মুখার্জি ওনাকে একটা টিকিটের ব্যবস্থা করে দিলেন এবং সেই টিকিট মুরারজি জানতেন না যে এত বড় একটা সারা ওয়ার্ল্ডের মধ্যে বোম বাস্ট হবে, যে ইসকন রূপ একটি সংস্থা তৈরি হবে।
So then he met and ticket, and he has no idea that somehow and someday it's going to be like an Iskcon, a worldwide federation that will be so big in this whole world.
তারপর শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ সেই মুরারজির সাহায্য নিয়ে তিনি বিদেশে গিয়ে আমেরিকাতে জলদূত জাহাজে করে এত বড় একটা সংস্থা তৈরি করেছিলেন। যখন সংস্থা তৈরি করেন তখন ওনার সংস্থার নামের ব্যাপারে তিনি চেয়েছিলেন কৃষ্ণ কনসাসনেস নাম দেবেন এবং অনেক ওনাকে মন্তব্য করেছেন গড কনসাসনেস দিতে, কিন্তু শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ বলছেন গড হচ্ছে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ যদি মানসিকতাতে না আসে তাহলে সে কোনোদিনই জগৎ থেকে উদ্ধার পাবে না। এজন্য প্রত্যেকটি জীবকে কৃষ্ণ চিন্তায় ফিরিয়ে নিয়ে আসতে হবে।
So when Prabhupada first established this Iskcon, he was then facing difficulty of what name we should give. Because first the Krishna consciousness, he was planning to give the name, but people are saying it should be like God consciousness. This is who is God actually? Krishna himself is the supreme personality of Godhead. That's why the name came as Krishna consciousness.
1966 সালে শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ এই আন্তর্জাতিক কৃষ্ণ ভাবনাবিদ সংস্থা প্রতিষ্ঠা করেন।
1966, Srila Prabhupada established that great society as Iskcon.
ওনাকে একজন ব্যবসায়ী প্রশ্ন করেছিলেন, এই জগতে অনেক সাধুরা অনেক অলৌকিক কিছু দেখায়, তো আপনি কিছু আমাকে অলৌকিক কিছু দেখান।
One merchant had once asked Srila Prabhupada, there are many yogis and many gyanis are there, they actually do some magical things, so what magical power do you have?
শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ বুঝতে পেরেছেন ওই ব্যক্তিটা ছিল একজন বিজনেসম্যান, তাই এই জন্য তাকে বিজনেসের হিসাব দিয়ে তাকে বুঝিয়ে দিলেন।
Srila Prabhupada got to know that he was a merchant, so he tried to make him understand in his own way as a merchant.
তখন শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ বলছেন, আমি যখন ভারত থেকে যাই তখন ভারতের 40 টাকা নিয়ে আমি এখান থেকে রওনা দিই, কিন্তু আজকে আমি কত মন্দির আমার তৈরি হয়েছে এবং আমি এখন 40 কোটিরও অধিক সম্পত্তির মালিক।
So we answered that when I lived in India, it was only 40 rupees in my hand. And now I'm like the not only owner, even the whole mandirs and temples I'm constructing. And now it's 40, it's become 40 crore even more. So I'm the owner of whole property.
তুমি বলতে পারো যে 40 টাকা আমি আবার ফিরিয়ে নিয়ে এসেছি, এই ভারতবর্ষের এক অটো সে আমার কাছ থেকে জবরদস্তি 20 টাকার ভাড়া 40 টাকা নিয়ে নিয়েছে।
And maybe that I can bring that 40 rupees back because in India, so bring 40 to 20 by auto rickshaw it's quite difficult.
তো শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ এভাবে বলছেন যে এটা কি অলৌকিক নয়?
Is it not like some magical that I had made the 40 to 4 crore?
তারপর আরেকটা লীলা আছে যে শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ একবার শ্রীমতী ইন্দিরা গান্ধীর কাছে গিয়েছিলেন যে আমাদের বিদেশ থেকে যে ভক্তরা ভারতে আসে প্রশিক্ষণের জন্য তারা অল্প দিনের মধ্যে ভিসা পায়, তাদের লং টাইম ভিসার জন্য উনি অনুরোধ করতে গিয়েছিলেন।
So we had not asked that the devotees who are coming from abroad to India to get the education, they should get quick visa.
তো তখনকার সময়ে ইসকনকে সবাই মনে করতো যে আমেরিকান সিআই।
At that time, everyone used to think that Iskcon belongs to America.
এবং অনেক সিআইডি ব্রাঞ্চ থেকে নিয়ে পুলিশ থেকে নিয়ে সবাই এসে তদন্ত করেছিল ইসকনে যে বিদেশিরা এসে কি করে।
So everyone from CID, CBI and all these crime branch officers, they come to investigate that what the Iskcon is actually doing.
তারপর সে তদন্ত করার পরে পুলিশের রিপোর্ট দেয় যে না, ওরা সবসময় ভোর 3টা বাজে উঠে রাত 10টা পর্যন্ত সারাদিন শুধু কৃষ্ণ ভাবনাময় থেকে তারা ভগবানকে খুশি করার চেষ্টা করে।
After the whole investigation going on, they get a conclusion that they're doing not something wrong. Even 4:30 onwards they wake up and till midnight even more they continuously chant and only their option and only goal is to get Krishna and that's it.
তারপর শ্রীল প্রভুপাদ বিদেশি কিছু ভক্তদের নিয়ে শ্রীমতী ইন্দিরা গান্ধীর কাছে গিয়ে লং টাইম ভিসার জন্য অ্যাপ্লাই করেন।
Then after he got some more devotees and he came to India and he made a visa for them to come into India and get the Diksha.
তারপর শ্রীমতী ইন্দিরা গান্ধী শ্রীল প্রভুপাদকে বলছেন, আপনি কি নিশ্চিত করতে পারবেন এই যে আপনার যারা বিদেশি ছেলেরা আছে তারা আমেরিকান সিআই নয়?
Then Indira Gandhi asked that, can you make me any kind of beliefs that, can you make me certainty that what is it like they are coming to India and they are not going to India harm anything?
তারপর শ্রীলা প্রভুপাদ বলছেন যে দেখো তারা যদি আমেরিকার সিআই হতো তাদের মধ্যে অনেক ঐশ্বর্য অনেক ধন অনেক কিছু সব কিছু ত্যাগ করে তারা আমার সঙ্গে এত এই কঠিন যে ডিসিপ্লিন আছে আমাদের সেটা তারা মেনে নিত না।
So it's been said that Srila Prabhupada told that by through living in America, it's such a great city, they had actually totally forget all of their material desires, and somehow they have come and now they are trying to lead this hard life as a bhakti life.
তারপর শ্রীমতী ইন্দিরা গান্ধী প্রভুপাদের এই কথায় নিশ্চিত হয়ে তখন তিনি আমাদের যে বিদেশ থেকে যারা ভক্ত আসেন তাদেরকে লং প্যান্ট ভিসার জন্য অনুমোদন করলেন।
And after Indira Gandhi get everything okay, now I make some visa for the students who are coming to India to get their diksha.
তো আজকে যে প্রভুপাদ এত কষ্ট করে ইসকন তৈরি করেছেন বিধায় আজকে আমরা সবাই একত্রিত হয়ে এখানে সুন্দর করে ভগবত ভক্তি করতে পারছি।
So Prabhupada has built up this Iskcon temple so many years ago, and because of Prabhupada's efforts only, now have been accumulated here and doing the Krishna bhakti so nicely.
আমি 2000 সালে রাম বিজয় দশমীর দিন আমি ইসকনে প্রবেশ করি 2000 সালে।
In 2000, Prabhuji has entered the Iskcon on the Vyasapuja.
তো তার পরের দিন ছিল একাদশী এবং তার 15 দিন পরে যে একাদশী আছে সেই একাদশীর দিন আমাদের একটা ট্রেনিং এর জন্য দেওয়া হয়েছিল।
So then Ekadashi came, and after this Ekadashi, Prabhupada take some trainings from his Guruji.
তারপর সেই দিন আমরা যেখানে ট্রেনিং এ গিয়েছিল সেখানে কোনো খাবার পাইনি, আমাদেরকে সেবা করতে হয়েছিল একাদশীর দিন।
On the day of Ekadashi, Prabhuji didn't got any food, but he was still serving on the day.
তখন আমরা 3 জন ভক্ত ছিলাম ওখানে, তখন সেখানে সারাদিন সেবা করেছি কিন্তু কোনো খাবার পাইনি, আশেপাশে কোনো খাবারের ব্যবস্থা ছিল না। তখন আমি নিজে মনে মনে চিন্তা করলাম একাদশীর দিন যদি ভালো করে সেবা করা হয় নিশ্চয়ই প্রভুপাদ কৃপা করবে।
On that day, like there was no food, but there are 3 devotees along with Prabhu. They all are doing nice serving there, but somehow there was no food. So Prabhuji come to our mind that okay, in Ekadashi day, if I do some nice service to Krishna, obviously Prabhupada will get happy.
ওই দিন রাত্রিবেলা একাদশী দিন রাত্রিবেলা তখন স্বপ্নে প্রভুপাদকে সাক্ষাৎ পাওয়া যায়। তখন প্রভুপাদ মন্দির কর্তৃপক্ষ আমাকে স্বপ্নের মধ্যে দেখতে পেয়েছি, আমাকে একটা প্রভুপাদ যে আসবেন একটা রুম অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট করতে দিয়েছে সুন্দর করে সাজানোর জন্য। আমি সেই রুমটা সাজিয়ে তখন সেখানে অবস্থান করেছিলাম।
So Prabhuji has got the dream that Prabhupada is coming, so he has managed one room. He has got in his dream, so he managed one room and he was sitting on the room only.
তারপরে কিছুক্ষণ পরে প্রভুপাদ রুমে প্রবেশ করলেন, একটা হাতে লাঠি ছিল, রুমে প্রবেশ করে শুধু এদিক ওদিক তাকাচ্ছে যে কি হয়েছে রুমের ব্যবস্থা।
So he saw that Prabhupada comes with a stick on his hand. He was looking here and there. He was saying, what's happened in that room?
তারপর প্রভুপাদ দেখছে কে খুব বড় করে আওয়াজ করে বলছে কে এই রুম সাজিয়েছে, খুব লাউড
shouting like who has done decoration for this room.
তারপরে আমি দরজার যে কোণা আছে কোণার মধ্যে লুকিয়েছিলাম ভিতরে।
And he was actually got hiding behind on a door.
তারপর মাথা নিচু করে হাত জোড় করেছিলাম, প্রভুপাদ দেখলো আমাকে, এই এসো তুমি রুম সাজিয়েছো? আমি বলছি হ্যাঁ প্রভুপাদ আমি রুম সাজিয়েছি। কিচ্ছু জানো না, তোমাকে অনেক কিছু শিখতে হবে।
Then Prabhuji holds his hand in front of Prabhuji and he says, okay Prabhuji, actually I have done this. Then Prabhuji scold, then Prabhupada scold Prabhuji very nicely, okay, don't know anything, what you are doing here, you should get properly trained.
তারপরে প্রভুপাদের এই বকাটা শোনার পরে তখন আমার ঘুম ভেঙে যায়, আমি আর কিছু দেখতে পাই, তখন আমি বুঝতেছি কোথায় প্রভুপাদ আছে।
After getting punished from Prabhupada, Prabhuji's dream got off, like he came out from reality and got to understand that okay, this was a dream. And he was searching where is Prabhupada, where is Prabhupada.
সেই যে প্রভুপাদের আদেশ এখন আমার মনে আছে যে প্রভুপাদ প্রথম আমি ইসকনে আসার 15 দিনের মধ্যে আমাকে সেই আদেশটা আমি পাই স্বপ্নের মাধ্যমে। তো আমি সকলের কাছে অনুরোধ করছি আমি যেন প্রভুপাদের এই আদেশ ঠিকঠাকভাবে পালন করতে পারি, গুরুদেব এবং প্রভুপাদকে খুশি করতে পারি, আপনারা আমাকে কৃপা করবেন।
Within 15 days of getting in Iskcon, Prabhuji got the message directly from Prabhupada through his dream. So it's a little blessings from all the devotees so that Prabhuji can serve Prabhupada and as well as the whole committee as Iskcon to some more and more efforts he can put.
তো আমি এখানে শেষ করলাম, আপনারা আমাকে আশীর্বাদ করবেন। জয় শ্রী প্রভুপাদ কি, জয় গুরু মহারাজ কি, গৌর প্রেমানন্দ।
Thank you, Vijay Prabhu. Thank you so much. So now we have Shyamkul Prabhu giving his homages. After that, Mahacharya Ramanuja Prabhu will give his.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Purvate Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravadi Prashadi Nirvisheshi Shunyavadi Paschati. My offering to Srila Prabhupada, I would like to express the ways in which Srila Prabhupada has impacted my life, or more specifically my consciousness. There are some things which we can learn from Srila Prabhupada's books, some which we can learn from the actions or the activities of Srila Prabhupada. Some of them look to be nice, but some touch our heart. And for each person, it is something which is very, very different. I am one different person, you are all different persons. For each of you, it's different. And that's why I'm here to hear from each of you how Prabhupada has affected your hearts. For me, some of the ways in which Srila Prabhupada impacted my heart is, I have seen some videos of Srila Prabhupada where he's honoring prasadam. And when he's honoring prasadam, he is not a person who was having some small talk, talking a little bit here and there, etc. He would sit in one place and in a very focused way, he would honor prasadam. For him, every action was actually meant to connect to Krishna. And that indicated the level to which he was focused on Krishna, and that something which touches my heart, and I wish I could follow in his footsteps. The other, one additional thing which I learned like one generation later on is Srila Prabhupada's habit or quality or characteristic of not wasting anything. Once we all of us who have read Srila Prabhupada Leela would know that somebody who was speaking about impersonalism came and gave his pamphlets to Srila Prabhupada, saying that he's going to conduct a so-and-so seminar, and so he had all his pamphlets so that it could be distributed to Srila Prabhupada's audience. And Srila Prabhupada took that pamphlet, and at the end of his program, he had some, I think, peanuts, and he put that peanut into that, made it into, like a container where you put peanuts, and he distributed it. So that paper, on which was written literature which was not good enough to please Krishna, was used in Krishna's service to benefit that very same impersonalist. And that's what Srila Prabhupada did. When I read this in Leela, it was okay. It was something interesting. It did touch my heart. Many, many years later, when I was serving my spiritual master, one day I tore, while eyeing the dress of my spiritual master, I tore his dress. I tore his uttariya. And the heat was too much on the iron box, and I tore it. And there was a hole on the uttariya. And I went and showed it to my spiritual master and said, "I'm sorry, I tore your dress." He looked at it, and then he said, "Okay." So he wrapped it in a way such that the hole is not visible outside. And he said, "I can manage it." Where did he get this from? He got it because he has internalized the mood of Srila Prabhupada of not wasting anything. And that aspect of not wasting anything in this world can come only when we realize that we are here just as servants of the Supreme Lord. It is not a mundane conception of not wasting anything. There are so many people in this world who are part of the movement of not wasting anything. Prabhupada's feeling of not wasting anything was related to Krishna as a proprietor. Everything should be used in service. And one more way in which this impacted my heart was one more of Prabhupada's disciple by name Kaulini Mataji. She was serving in Itanagari for many years. Close to 25-30 years she was serving there. And she used to offer the flowers to Radha Damodar, the presiding deity in Itanagari. And one day, there were some flowers, she offered it, and she was training somebody to offer flowers, that mean garlands, etc. And there were some flowers which were extra. The devotee, the next generation devotee, she just took those flowers and she was about to throw it in the dustbin. And Mother Kaulini said, this flower has come from some plant, hoping that this flower can serve Krishna. You are stopping this flower from serving Krishna. Why do you want to let go of this flower from serving Krishna? And then the young devotee understood that this is the mood what Srila Prabhupada had given to his disciples. So this is the second way that I like here. One was Prabhupada's honoring prasadam, second not wasting anything, and just two other small ways of one major thing. His writings, Srila Prabhupada's writings. Many of us who have studied or read the Bhagavad Gita, we often come across the phrase Buddhi Yoga. It comes twice or thrice in the Bhagavad Gita, and Srila Prabhupada translates it as devotional service. For a long time, I was unable to understand why Srila Prabhupada is translating Buddhi Yoga as devotional service. Many other acharyas had not translated it that way. And later, or actually quite recently, I understood that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has translated that same verse, saying, this book, so far Arjuna, I have taught you how to know the Sankhya, how to know things as they are. Now I shall give you the buddhi or the discrimination to practice yoga. And yoga, when just spoken generally, it means bhakti yoga. And Krishna Chakravarti Thakur gives a whole bunch of reference from the Uddhava Gita of the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam saying why that yoga means bhakti yoga. Srila Prabhupada spared us of all those details, and in his books he has given us. So, one way to look at an acharya is to see that he is a transparent representative of his predecessor acharyas. That's one thing. And he's also giving to us that same feeling. Do not concoct anything new. Represent what I have already given to you. And when one does it so, it becomes very evident in what one speaks. Srila Prabhupada's speeches are there in his books. What he's speaking is coming from his heart. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, in the final verse, Srila Prabhupada writes, the secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. One has to be rapt in attention to hear Bhagavatam. And then he says, no one can give rapt attention who is not pure in mind. No one can be pure in mind who is not pure in action. No one can be pure in action who is not pure in eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating. But somehow or the other, if someone hears with rapt attention from the right person, at the very beginning, one can assuredly see Krishna in the person previous of Bhagavatam. So Srila Prabhupada is not mincing his words. He is straightforward to the point. He is not being too diplomatic. And sometimes we think we should also speak words as they are. But at the same time, there was also an aspect of Srila Prabhupada where he could condone the mistakes of his disciples. While the devotees were doing book distribution during Srila Prabhupada's time, many times some of the devotees were very harsh in the way they would approach people. And most people in the public were put off by such devotees. So one devotee complained to Srila Prabhupada, look, you are these disciples here, look at the way they are selling your books. They are doing like a salesman's job. And people are going away from Iskcon. They said, I don't want to do anything with Iskcon. Srila Prabhupada heard it, and then he said, he might be having mistakes, but don't you have it. So he put the person in perspective. He said, everybody will be doing mistakes. And later, in a private way, he would speak to the disciple, not explicitly telling this is how you have to speak, but just by his dealings, he would change the heart of the other person so that by enshrining Srila Prabhupada's soft dealings, he would also be soft in dealing with outside people. And that's how Srila Prabhupada impacted others. On this occasion of Vyasapuja, I pray to the devotees who have assembled here, who have received the grace of Srila Prabhupada, to please bless me with the strength to follow the teachings of Srila Prabhupada and to allow me to enter into the gift that Srila Prabhupada is giving us. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for sharing wonderful realizations. So now I will request Mahacharya Ramanuja to come forward.
After this, we will have Matrapati Madhusudan Prabhu, and after that, Achyut Padari.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatu Tasya Naraja. Surum Nidavina Tasma Shri Guru Namaha. Nisya Sabsadu Vini Guru Prachara. Vivishesha Pacha Adhyashata. Today we are assembled to glorify Srila Prabhupada. Actually, Prabhupada glorification is so vast. Whatever the time we have allotted or what we can do is very, very limited. Yet I want to scatter light on few points. Prabhupada, first of all, is a complete Vaishnava. Why I say this point is complete Vaishnava is, if you see many Vaishnavas are there still existing, many great Vaishnavas, they'll be very pure, but they'll not be as expertise in preaching like Prabhupada. But Prabhupada had everything. He had a preaching ability, high standard. He had a vision. When I say the vision, the word meaning of vision is, when we do something, it should last even after you are not there. That is the meaning of vision. So the Prabhupada's actions, his strategies were rightly apt for the meaning vision. And next is austerity. If you want to understand Prabhupada austerity, we all can understand in a very simple way. Now we have come in the moment, many people are 5 years old, 10 years old in the moment. When we try to preach, we know it's how difficult to preach to a single person and make that person as a devotee. In compassion, you see Prabhupada made thousands of devotees. You can imagine how much austerity he would have taken. So all these things, glorification we should have in our mind in a day-to-day life. Now next, one more thing I like to share is, what we are going to do next is, we find Prabhupada is very merciful to us. What we can give to Prabhupada? One thing I like to share with you is, Prabhupada always used to say in his letter to senior disciples, what pleases me is when you all be united, cooperating with each other and do your service. So that should be our motive, that can be our offering to Prabhupada. For that we have to be, for that what we have to do is we have to be humble. Okay, so we all make a resolution, we'll be humble, cooperate with each other, respect each other Vaishnavas, and please Prabhupada in that way. And one more thing I like to share, when I meet some senior devotees, they take inspiration even now from Prabhupada Leelamrita, that big book, big fat book. I feel it costs 500 rupees. So I like to share to devotees who are not reading that book, please purchase that book and read, and that should be our constitution for Vaishnava behavior. So with this note, I end this glorification. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mahacharya Ramanji Prabhu. Thank you so much. Can I call upon Matrapati Prabhu? So before we offer his offerings, his homage, I would like to inform everybody that today is the birthday of His Grace Matrapati Prabhu. He is a senior devotee in our temple and heads a circle, Radha Gopinath circle, and wonderfully preaching he is doing. So I request all the devotees to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra once. I request Prabhu to offer his homages.
Thank you, Prabhu. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Ananjavisharataya Chakshurmurmilitam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Gopale Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pucharni Nirvishesha Swami Bhakti Pachana Hare Krishna, wish you all happy Vyasapuja. Very happy to be among all of you today. And before me, there are many senior Vaishnavas have very nicely glorified Srila Prabhupada. Of course, glorification of Srila Prabhupada is unlimited, and we can sit for 24 days, years, and continuously we can hear glories of Srila Prabhupada. Manasa, Vacha, Karma, Srila Prabhupada has done so much to the whole world, and at least it is our duty to read Srila Prabhupada books and follow his instructions. You know, my Guru Maharaj has got Mataji is demanding in Telugu language. చెప్తాను. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద ఆధ్యాత్మిక గురువు అందరికీ, అంటే శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద చేసినటువంటి సేవలు ఇంకా ఎవరు చేయలేకపోవచ్చు. కాబట్టి శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదను ప్రతిరోజు మనం గురు పూజ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ మందిరానికి రాకపోయినప్పటికీ కూడా మన ఇంట్లో అయిన గురు పూజ మనం అందరూ తప్పకుండా చేయాలి. మీరు ఎంతమంది గురు పూజ చేస్తున్నారు ప్రతిరోజు? How many of you are doing Guru Puja daily? Only few hands are rising, or has your battery gone down after fasting? Okay, so it is our minimum duty to do Guru Puja, Sri Guru Charana Padma. And I like to share one point with all of you. Once Srila Prabhupada in America, he gave some service for as one of his disciples, and he went out to purchase those provisions, and he came back and he was handing over to Srila Prabhupada, and suddenly something from his pocket slipped down, and Prabhupada could able to see that it was a chocolate. And Prabhupada was asking, why do you want this chocolate? No, it is very tasty, Prabhupada, that's why I want to relish the chocolate flavor. Then Srila Prabhupada said, see, it has got cocaine, it is a kind of intoxication. When you are intoxicated, there is a very chance that you forget Krishna. Then the disciple was not knowing. So Srila Prabhupada immediately went into the kitchen. He had made a wonderful halwa for that disciple. And he offered to Radha Krishna, and he gave to the disciple. And he tasted, and he was jumping with joy. Prabhupada, I want some more halwa. And that moment onwards, he has never touched a chocolate or some other. Here we could understand that Prabhupada gave him higher taste. So this higher taste, Mataji is demanding in Telugu. Anyway, Prabhu, I will take 1 minute and wind up, because I can see all the devotees, battery has gone down. They are really tired of their master. Okay, prasadam is not ready. So ఒకసారి శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద అమెరికాలో వాళ్ళ శిష్యులతో మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటే వాళ్ళకేదో కొన్ని సరుకులు తీసుకురమ్మని పంపించారు. ఆ శిష్యుడు వెళ్ళి సరుకులతో పాటు ఇంకోటి కూడా తీసుకొచ్చాడు. అదేంటంటే చాక్లెట్ అనమాట. అది ప్రభుపాదకు అభిషేకం చేసినప్పుడు ఆ చాక్లెట్ కింద పడిపోయింది. ప్రభుపాద దాన్ని గమనించి, ఈ చాక్లెట్ తినడం వల్ల, ఇది చాక్లెట్ మత్తు పదార్థము, ఈ మత్తు పదార్థం తీసుకోవడం వల్ల నువ్వు కృష్ణుడిని మర్చిపోతావు అని చెప్పాడు అనమాట. అప్పుడు ప్రభుపాదకు చాలా బాధ వేసి ప్రభుపాద వంటింట్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఈ శిష్యుని కొరకు హల్వా, బాగున్న హల్వా తయారు చేసి ఇచ్చాడు. ఆ హల్వా రాధాకృష్ణకు ఆఫర్ చేసి ఇవ్వగానే ఆ శిష్యుడు ఎగిరి గంతేసి చక్కగా హల్వా అంతా కంప్లీట్ చేశాడు. నాకు ఇంకా హల్వా కావాలి అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. అయితే ఇక్కడ మనం గమనించాల్సిన విషయం ఏమంటే, ప్రభుపాద వాళ్ళు అతనికి ఉన్నతమైన ఒక పిల్లవాడు మట్టి తింటూ ఉంటాడు. పిల్లవాడిని మనం ఊరికే మట్టి నువ్వు తినకూడదు అని మనం చెప్పకూడదు. అదే పరిస్థితిలో పిల్లవాడిని కనుక లడ్డు ఇచ్చినట్టయితే ఆ మట్టిని వదిలేసి లడ్డూని తీసుకుంటాడు. దీని ఉన్నతమైన రుచి. Srila Prabhupada has given this higher taste for all of us, and fortunately or unfortunately, how many of us are following? We should have self-retrospection. So I was in a dark ignorance. I was not in Krishna consciousness. At that time, Srila Prabhupada appeared in the form of his books. I still remember I received Srimad Bhagavatam sent through one devotee in Jagannath Mandir, Suvigraha Prabhu. I think Prabhu may be somewhere else. I seek his blessings. And in the hands of our temple president, Krishna Prabhu, I received it. And I read it completely by their all the devotees' blessings, and now I am reading second time, seventh canto. I don't know how I am reading, but somehow I am taking senior their guidelines and their instructions. So I have just written up 1 minute glorification of Srila Prabhupada. I will just read it out. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please accept my humble obeisances and a small offering of gratitude, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. You have turned one tiny storefront into worldwide federation of hundreds of temples and many forms, and a small group of devotees into many thousands of devotees all over the world. Your Divine Grace, your appearance in this world was the rising of the spiritual sun for us, because you make Krishna, the personality, alive for us through your lectures, through your activities. When I was in darkest ignorance, your Divine Grace in the form of Buddha Prabhupada came and rescued me from the nations of darkness to the light of Krishna consciousness through my Siksha Guru and the Diksha Guru. I offer my humble obeisances to the dust of your lotus feet, your Divine Grace. I am so unqualified and ignorant, but just because of your teachings and your disciples' association, I am really enlightened with my family. Without you, your Divine Grace, and your sincere and dedicated servants of my dear Guru Maharaj and all your disciples, it will be very nice to serve you, Srila Prabhupada. And finally, I will conclude. We never imagined Sri Radha Krishna and Gandharva ke Giridhari in these lakes. These lakes were all abandoned, and it is a government land. Still, it is not in Iskcon. At the time, these Gandharva ke Giridhari, they have never come here. But because your Divine Grace, blessings through Guru Maharaj, and their lordships have appeared, and they have given us an opportunity to serve you and participate in the various sevas and festivals happening here. On this auspicious occasion, I request all the devotees to kindly pray for me and bless me so that I can do little service for Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So, before Prabhu move, we would like to offer our expression of gratitude for offering prasadam. Today, prasadam is sponsored by Matrapati Prabhu and his family. Paramati Mandraji, Balaram and Gurdan to come forward and accept the prasadam garlands of the Lord. Haribo. Hari. When Mataji can come forward and offer prasadam garlands. Please come, Mataji, please. Like to offer thanks to some of the devotees who have coordinated yesterday's and today's festival before we go to further homages. So first of all, we'd like to call Gangapati Prabhu. Is he there around? Gangapati Prabhu, please come forward. You arranged Janmashtami, which was first, so we have to express our gratitude to you first. I would request Supalaka Prabhu to come forward if he is there around. Okay, Prabhu, please come forward. Prabhu has taken care of all the infrastructure and all the arrangements which were done during the festival. I hope you like the arrangements which were done. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for all the wonderful services. Thank you so much. Now I will request Saran Keshav Prabhu to come forward. Saran Keshav Prabhu, Prabhu is coordinating today's Vyasapuja festival and of course a lot of other services yesterday also.
And along with the sponsorship for today for Prasadam, which for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, Madhurapati Prabhu and his family have sponsored. In addition, the Radha Govinda Circle has also sponsored. So I'd like to request Achyuta Padaravinda Prabhu to please, please come forward, Prabhu. On behalf of Radha Govinda Circle.
So we have got the news that Prasadam is still getting ready, so maybe one or two more devotees can offer their homages. So I will request Sushil Thakur Prabhu to please come forward. Sushil Thakur Prabhu. Can some devotee go there? Prabhu is in seva. Okay, no, Prabhu, I think that is.
Krishna. I want to bless you for all the Prabhupada and Mataji because 1 year ago, 1 year I got connected to Iskcon. But in 2015, I came to Bangalore, I visited Iskcon, which is called a hill temple. And at that time I was going that Iskcon is like a same temple that all other temples are. So there were donations, we have to put donation, or there were books which you have to do. I thought they are the business. So they are doing business for their own sake. But something happened, if you don't go inside it, you are not able to know. Same thing happened with me. But I really thanks to coronavirus. Because due to coronavirus, we got lockdown. And due to lockdown, I got connected with his great Samdev Mother Prabhuji on Facebook. Srila, I am 24 hours online on Facebook. I will not sleep, it's okay, but I will be online in Facebook. That was I was addicted to Facebook. And due to him, he gave me one page called Iskcon. That everybody gets up now. I told him, so I am sleeping up to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So better to class at 5:15, he will start chanting. But these are the things, how I got connected to Iskcon. And now by the blessing of Prabhuji and all the best, I am staying in this. So these are my great blessings. And I think today is a Vyasapuja, so I am not so much literate so that I can speak a single word about Prabhupada. Because when we go age of 60 or 70, we are disabled. Whole life we did some seva or we did something, so I want to relax. We will think about our body. But the person who never thought about his body, after getting 3 stroke also, very few penny in his pocket, he went to America. But can we imagine or can we think that we can do a little bit, some service at that age for him? How much struggle he took? 50 or 60 years time he took to prepare as Prabhu, as his spiritual master. His divine grace, Bhakti Saraswati Goswami or Prabhupada told him that you have to preach in foreign country. At that time he was like also, but he prepared anyhow. He prepared in such a way that he can do. And after getting foreign in Jalapur, I have heard that he is Baroda Krishna in this way. Like you have so much love for me, that's why you sent me here. So you are only the person who will instruct me what I have to do. In this way it is there. But while we are in Iskcon also, we will go out of temple and we can't do anything. What about convincing other people? What to say other people he will connect or not. In this way we will think. But we will not put Krishna in the center. Or I am not able to put opinion I am saying, I am not able to put Krishna in the center. If we are happy, this is happy because of me. If I have sorrow, I have done mistake or some other fellow has done mistake to me. These are, but I will never think about Krishna has done the mistake. Krishna has not done. What about tomorrow I don't know. But he got restored, he started preaching there. It takes 2 years or 3 years more to sell for Bhagavad Gita. And it was very difficult in America because there are so many hippies, as we know. So we are not able to convince to normal people how much we are in comfort. So we are getting prasadam, we are getting food, books, we are getting place to stay. Everything we are getting fan, AC rooms to stay and to bring. We have systems, everything. But we are not able, I am not able to do it. But how the person has only 40 or 50 rupees. How we preach that I am not able to realize how it is. So there is, like I have heard from Prabhupada lecture or in court, he told, I can't say a single person can't change the whole world, but one person can change something. So due to something, he only changed the whole world. He was like fire in forest. So when fire comes, it is little bit, but by the connection with others, fire tries to accompany everything inside it. So same way, he made such a moment and due to this, we are here and we are here. I am able to speak a few things about it. So I want blessing from you to be Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. You really shared your wonderful realization within such a small period. So much gratitude you have for Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for coming forward. So now we will have offerings by two of the Mataji. So we'll have Lakshana Mataji and after that Navdeep Sachi Mataji.
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಂದ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂದ ಮಹಾರಾಜು ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜನ್ಮಾಷ್ಟಮಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬರ್ತಡೇ ಅಂದು ವಿಧವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ದಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ದಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಾವ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು 48 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಗೋಲೋಕ ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನ ಯಾಕೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, 48 years ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾರು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಆಧಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು 48 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂಡ್ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಅಂತೆ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಗ್ಲೋರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಭಕ್ತರ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪೈಪೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನರಸಿಂಹರಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ನನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನರಸಿಂಹರಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದರಿಗೆ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದಂತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅವನು ಹಿರಣ್ಯಕಶಿಪುವನ್ನ ವಧೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನರಸಿಂಹದೇವ್ ಭಗವಾನಿಗೆ ಜಯ ಆತರ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನರಸಿಂಹದೇವಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಅವತಾರ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗಿ ರಾಮನಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಗೂ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಂತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಮನಾಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇತು ಬಂಧನ ಕಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ವಾನರಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹನುಮಂತನ ಸೀತೆಯನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹನುಮಂತನಿಗೆ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಲಂಕಾಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ರಾವಣನ ವಧೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಭಗವಾನಿಗೆ ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಬಂತು. ರಾಮ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ನಾನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸನ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ನಾವ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ಲಾನೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪ್ಲಾನೇ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, 2 ಸಲನೂ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಾಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅರ್ಜುನನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಜುನನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅರ್ಜುನನ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ರಥಸಾರಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಯುದ್ಧನೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಏನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅರ್ಜುನನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಪಾಂಡವರು, ನನ್ನಿಂದಂತೆ ಭೀಮ, ಅರ್ಜುನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನೇ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಂದಾನೇ ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಯುದ್ಧ ಜಯ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಕಿ ಜಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. 3 ಸಲ, 1 ಸಲ 2 ಸಲ 3 ಸಲ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರನಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬರಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಭಕ್ತರು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬರಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 40 minutes ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಗೋಲು ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೀರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸರಿ, ಭಾಗವತ ಓದುವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸರಿ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸರಿ, ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ಗೆ ಜಯ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಹೊರತು ಶ್ರೀ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗೆ ಜಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ಲೋರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಓದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ವಧರ್ಮ ಪರಿತ್ಯಜ್ಯ ಮಾಮೇಕಂ ಶರಣಂ ವ್ರಜ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಯಮ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಜಾರು, ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಭಕ್ತರ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಸರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ, ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರು ಸರಿ, ನಾನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಗೋಲಕ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಲೇಜಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಬರಿಬೇಕಾ, ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ ಲೇಜಿಯಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪ್ರಭುಗಳು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಮರ್ಸಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪೆನ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ಲೇಬೇಡಿ, ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಡಿ, ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಲೇಸಿ ನಾವು, ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ, ಪೆನ್ ಬೇಡ ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಗೂ ಲೇಸಿ ನಾವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರ್ಲೂ ಬೇಡಿ, ಪೇಪರು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ, 16 ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಲೆ ಚಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಗೋಲೋಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ಸಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮರ್ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಬರ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಪ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Realization. Now I would request, before I request Navdeep Sachi Mataji, there is an announcement from Prasadam team that there is a, so we don't want everybody to assume that it is a, since it is a Raita is there as a part of Prasadam, everybody can have it. So please use your own discretion. So I request Navdeep Sachi Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mama Jnanatiranasya Jnananjalashalakhya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय प्रीतये श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचार्ये निर्विशेष शून्यवादी प्रश्नादेशः. So once upon a time there were 2 Prabhujis somewhere in Kolkata. So one Prabhuji's name was Abhay Babu. Another Prabhuji's name was Dol Govind Shastri. At that time, Abhay Babu used to give a portion of his house to be used for preaching services to the Gaudiya Math. So on one day, this Dol Govind Shastri is preaching in Abhay Babu's house. So while Dol Govind Shastri is preaching, Srila Prabhupada is sitting on the staircase chanting. So after Dol Govind Shastri finishes his preaching, he comes outside and he sees Srila Prabhupada sitting on the staircase. And he sits beside Srila Prabhupada at that time, Abhay Babu, to his god brothers. And he tells him, Abhay Babu, you know, I just spent 1 hour preaching about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction that every person born in India must qualify themselves to preach the Krishna consciousness movement all over the globe. And then he made a statement to Srila Prabhupada. He said, I really don't know how this is going to be possible. And Srila Prabhupada got up from the stairs, started walking down, turned around to Dol Govind Shastri and he said, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this instruction, it will come true. So Dol Govind Shastri says, but who's qualified to do this? I don't think anybody is qualified to do this. So at that time, Abhay Babu turned around and told Dol Govind Shastri, only a great fool who is fully surrendered to our spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Krishna Prabhupada, will accomplish this. At that time, Dol Govind Shastri thought to himself, I wonder if it's going to be me. So what did Dol Govind Shastri think? Maybe it is me that's going to accomplish this. At that time, Prabhupada got down the stairs a few more flights, turned around and told Dol Govind Shastri, and it's not going to be you. So, we're all gathered here today to pray, honor, love, and serve the lotus feet of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we know how that story ends. Prabhupada tells Dol Govind Shastri, it's not going to be you. So well, we know who it is, right? We know it's Srila Prabhupada. So oftentimes we, as part of the family of Srila Prabhupada, we think to ourselves, how do we thank Prabhupada? How do we serve him? What is really going to please Srila Prabhupada? So I want to actually read from Prabhupada's instruction itself and then I will conclude. So this is a quote from Srila Prabhupada from 1968, June 27. We want to distribute our literature and books as well as our prasadam. And injecting our Hare Krishna medicine within the earth. So reading the literature and hearing the chanting is the medicine and prasadam is the diet. So if we simply follow this instruction of Srila Prabhupada, which is to distribute whose books? Srila Prabhupada's books. Yes. And what else? We have to distribute prasadam. And what do we need to do? Prabhupada says we need to inject our Hare Krishna medicine within the earth. So the injection is not given in your arm. It's given where? In the earth. So reading the literature, it means not just distributing Prabhupada's books, but also reading Prabhupada's books. And hearing the chanting is the medicine, and the prasadam is the diet. Srila Prabhupada
Thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing wonderful. As we are reaching towards 2, so I seek apologies from following devotees: Prasannatma Krishna Prabhu, Prema Vardhan Prabhu, Achyut Padavin Prabhu, and Anandam Buddhi Prabhu. That I took their names, but I am not calling them for their offerings to be given. But I have been informed that tomorrow, after Srimad Bhagavatam class, we will have this offerings, giving ceremony again tomorrow. So at least these devotees and all other devotees who wants to offer their homages to Srila Prabhupada, please come forward tomorrow. Just in the interest of time, we are not having it now. So my sincere apologies to these devotees for not calling upon them. So now we'll have Pushpanjali and Arati. to Srila Prabhupada. So we'll be distributing flowers. Okay. We have the old. So now we'll be distributing flowers to everybody. So we request everybody to stand up and please come forward. And there will be Prabhupada Pranam Mantra will be chanted. Please refrain yourself from throwing flowers. You just keep it in your hand from one hand to another hand. And at last, everybody can go one by one and offer that to this. Because otherwise it will go all in bhoga and which is not good. So you can keep the flowers in your hand. And while the aarti is going on, you all can offer the flowers. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So, Dvijani Prabhu will chant Prabhupada Pranam.